Hi YouTube, Infinity and O here. I just wanted to take the time to make a quick little video to get some things out there, discuss some things, and clarify some things. First, just on the direction of the channel, on my Oil Truth 3 video, I stated that I wanted to get the production of the channel up and to really get things moving, and then immediately following that I had a bunch of technical difficulties. My computers, I had 2 hard drives crash, really had some problems other than that also to deal with, and so all that just threw a wrench in everything, and I wasn't able to get things going until just a couple of weeks ago, and I put out Oil Truth 4 just like a week or so ago. And now, you know, I really want the channel to get going, and I've been focusing a lot on oil and energy, and that's important, and I want to talk about that, and I haven't even really gotten into the full force of what I want to talk about on that. But you know, that's not the only thing I don't want that to be my niche. You know, I want to have multiple subjects that can be touched on, and I don't want this, you know, to be political. You know, I don't want to delve into any political, you know, any certain political party or be backing any political party. This isn't liberal or conservative or any of that stuff. It's just what is real and what's really going on. That's why on my channel I say, you know, I want to get into maybe some serious investigation at some point, if that, you know, if I'm allowed to do that. But on the subject of politics and all that that's come up in the videos that I've done, you know, on the last video I did, on Oil Truth 4, it's just by default or just automatically I'm defending Barack Obama in that video. It's not my intent, it's not the focus of what I'm doing, but I'm just doing that as it turns out. So I don't want to defend Obama. I'm not here to defend Barack Obama. I don't really, there's a lot of things that I could criticize him on, a number of things. It just so happens none of those things have come up in my videos, and they're not really topics I care to get into. And I don't want to get into too deeply into politics, but I just want to make it clear, because I know that people are going to watch those videos and think that I'm a shill for, you know, some people are just going to automatically think, oh, well, you know, you're against me and it's obvious you're defending him, so you must be a liberal Democrat and you're just here to do their bidding. Well, no, that's not what's going on. I will say that I do think that on certain very important issues like energy and environment, I don't think the Republicans are right. I don't think the Democrats are really right either, but I think the Republicans are doing a lot of damage in the rhetoric that they put out about those two subjects. I don't think that they're doing a very good job on those. But that being said, I'm not on the Democrat side. That doesn't make me on the Democrat side, and I don't really support everything that they're doing either, and I don't think they're doing enough. But just to make it clear, this is not a political channel. This is not me defending Barack Obama channel. It's not me defending Democrats channel. I think I've said that in another video of mine, but I just want to drive that point home, because when you criticize one side of the aisle, you know, in a video, that's going to be what people automatically think. So I just want to make that clear. Also, something I want to talk about is the Keystone XL pipeline. And I did a video on that, and I got a lot of positive feedback. I got a lot of negative feedback. I think most people that were giving me the negative feedback were focusing on, I feel like they were just still trying to hang on to some of the ideas that were refuted in the video, number one. But they were also focusing on, you know, we have to build this thing because blank, 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 blank. You know, not really addressing a lot that was in the video directly. And I wasn't making a positive case in the video for not build. It wasn't my goal to say, let's not build this thing. Now, I could have done that, and it would have been very clear in the video. But in the description, I say, this video is designed to show you that the stuff that you see in the media is just propaganda for these types of issues. You saw in commercials, the politicians were saying the exact same thing that was in the commercial for the thing. These are not disinterested parties. So that was the point of the video. My personal feeling on the Keystone XL pipeline is fairly ambivalent. It may surprise some of you. The reason for that is because I'm fairly cynical on the whole issue. We've already got pipelines going everywhere. One way or another, they are going to get that stuff out to the rest of the world. They're going to pump that stuff out to the rest of the world, whether we build the KXL or not. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, I think. We're just going to keep feeding the beast. It's like a heroin addict. We got to find that vein, and this, unfortunately, is the outcome. Yeah, they're going to do it anyway. It's going to get built. It will get built. The KXL will get built. I'm just saying that right now. So just mark my words. For all of you that are worried about it not getting built, it will get built. On the environmental stuff, yeah, it's probably over the long term. It's bad for the CO2 situation. I think that they're basically correct in that sense, but they're not correct in the sense that it's going to pick up production. It's not going to pick up production in any significant way. It's going to stay the same. They're already pushing production as far as they can, and that's not going to change. They're going to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. They'll be lucky to get to 3 million barrels per day within the decade, I think. That's what I want to say about that. I'm fairly ambivalent about it. It's going to get done. There's nothing we can do about it, I don't think. If you want to get the message out there on the environment, I think that's great, because we should be environmentally aware. And they are, adjusting the route, I think, to deal with the aquifer in Nebraska. So, yeah, I think it's good to get the message out there environmentally, because it is a concern, but it's going to get built anyway. So I'm kind of like, whatever. But on the issue of climate change, I want to do videos on it. I have a couple in mind that I want to do. It's, in my view, just to put my view out there, it's happening. We're doing it over the last 50 years. It's pretty obvious. I don't even see how people can argue with it anymore. If you really are educated on the science, I just don't see how you can argue with it anymore. So, yeah, I'm sure I'll be running into some problems with arguments on that, but that's fine, But one thing that I think is a problem is I saw this movie, The Age of Stupid. I don't want to say it's a bad movie because it's really a good movie, but the problem is with the movie that they just go too far with their predictions. And on top of that, they say in the movie, or they say as their trailer or information on the movie, that this is based on mainstream climate science, and it's not. It's not, because the movie says that by 2050 the human race will be virtually extinct, and that's not going to happen. It's almost certainly not going to happen. Climate change is a huge problem, and it's going to create problems for the human race in terms of population. There will be issues, but I don't think you're going to see the whole human race wiped out in the next few decades. It's not going to happen. So I don't think that actually helps anything at all. I think that may actually hurt the cause, so to speak, because it feeds into that notion of, oh, well, these are just alarmists and they're just Chicken Little. So yeah, I don't think it's a good idea from a public relations standpoint. I know they're just making a movie and they think we need to really get people's attention here, but I don't think they had to do that in order to get people's attention. The movie has some good points in it, and that they should have just focused on that, I think. So yes, and in the future, I want to do videos on climate change, very just factual videos. I also want to do a video on, I have a couple of videos in mind on peak oil, a very important subject also. I want to do more math and science type videos, and philosophy and religion also. I just haven't gotten to those topics yet. I do want to get to those though. And I appreciate any feedback as long as it's productive. I don't care whether it's negative or positive. I appreciate the feedback, and hopefully I can get this channel moving now and make it a better channel. So thank you for listening.